Now, welcome to another edition of News from Naboo with the words the lightning takes. And let's get right to the news.
All right, we're going to talk about the Knights of Ren. Bum bum bum.
Who?
Exactly. I know who they are now.
Oh, that's
Sort
right.
of.
They were like in the first movie of the sequels and
Yeah.
then got forgotten in the second and then
Yeah.
got
They
slaughtered in
look
the
so
third.
cool though.
They did. They had
Originally,
like a little flashback
right?
in the
Where he
Rey.
stabs a guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to talk about that too.
Oh, we're going to get answers to that after 10 years?
Well,
It
as
has
we
been like 10
know,
years too.
Legacy of Vader number 8 came out where they were going to dive
Are you
into
spoiling
the
it?
Knights of Ren.
I haven't read it yet. You're going to
You
spoil
don't need
it.
to, it's fine.
Thanks a
I
lot.
did this for you.
Okay.
It's awkward, and trying to explain the Knights of Ren only made them even less cool. This issue gives some background information on the group and why they fall off, as you said. Remember that we saw them and then they were like, what happened to
Yeah.
them? And then they came back. Yeah, this kind of explains why that happened.
Okay.
Because we must explain the sequels to make us all love them again.
Well, we've had some Knights of Ren story. We saw how Kylo became, the Knight of Ren, head honcho guy. So we've seen some stuff with them,
Yeah,
but I'm
because he
curious.
beat Ren, right?
Yeah, the first. Well, I don't know if it's the first, but a Ren.
That's because that's how you become the leader of the Knights of Ren, is by defeating the previous leader.
Well, yeah.
All right, but let's get into the story here so you guys all know what I'm talking about. The issue begins with the introduction of the new leader of the Knights of Ren. Her name is Tava. They are all together. They're trying to pillage a monastery. And then the Knights...
Is that the
aside...
monastery from the...
No,
Oh.
just a monastery. And the Knights,
Okay.
aside from Tava, realize they're outmatched and run off, and she calls them cowards and like, get back here, you cowards, and stuff. They're outmatched. They run away. She's angry with them. The dialogue for the Knights feels really goofy. They kind of sound a lot more like a group of pirates or marauders. Like, we don't know. They're not like a cool dark side group like we thought they were.
Yeah.
Which is really disappointing. They're kind of more of a gang. They're a gang, literally.
Yeah, I thought they were akin to like Inquisitor types, kind of maybe force sensitive, but
cool,
not
but
enough
no.
to really be cool enough to be a Sith.
No, they're a gang. After they failed with the monastery thing, the knights ran away. Tava was left to fend for herself. She narrowly escaped because she's reckless, kind of like a certain past leader, you could say. She also has some force sensitivity, it's implied. Like a last leader of the Knights of Ren.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. And the Knights are like, no, man, we're still loyal. But they like I said, their dialogue is goofy and clunky. And they're a gang. They're not cool like I thought they were.
Yeah.
Tava's all mad at them, and they're like, no, man, let us explain how cool we used to be. We were really great before Kylo Ren abandoned us and made us weak. One of them explains that the group under Kylo's leadership started out really well, and as they went along, they were succeeding in these little gang robberies and stuff that they were doing, and then under Kylo's leadership, everything got darker, including assassination. You even get a panel where he is assassinating the guy with the round hat that you see in the Vision and that exact panel is in there.
Okay.
It was some like gang leader.
See, I thought that was like a monastery.
Yeah,
some
we
religious
thought no,
dudes or something.
no,
That's what I
it
thought
was
we
just
were getting.
he was killing another bad guy.
Oh, okay.
It's not. It's cool again. It's less cool now. But yes, you do see that guy getting killed, and that's the flashback. Rey sees, wow, tying to the sequels. Yay. But then we found out that someone suspicious was behind Kylo Ren the whole time. It was Snoke! Dun dun dun.
They didn't know?
They didn't know him at first. They didn't know he was like Kylo's
Well, I guess
bestie.
when he took over.
Well, Snoke introduces himself officially to the group and tells Kylo that his group of friends kind of suck and attacks them with,
kind of feel like they
with
suck
Force
too.
lightning and with the battalion of stormtroopers he has. He's claiming that Kylo Ren outgrew them. You stay with us. Get rid of those rats of the dark side, is what he calls them, little scurry little rats. And so that's he chased them off. Supreme Leader Snoke is the reason he's not with the Knights of Ren. So then after Supreme Leader Snoke gets murdered,
Oh God. Okay.
Kylo kind of calls them back and like, "Hey, buds.
Okay, guys, I
Hey,
killed them.
it's all good. It's all good." So he goes back to being kind of like the de facto leader in a sense at that point because he has never been bested. So he's technically still their leader because no one's killed him. The end of the story is Tava showing up, pledging her loyalty in the Knights of Ren to Kylo. because she's secretly there to kill him to become the true leader
Sure,
of the
yeah.
Knights of Ren. I'm sure that's going to go great.
She's
She'll be
got this.
fine.
Yeah.
Kylo's going down. She all
They're
day.
going to rewrite the canon for this comic book.
Absolutely. So yes, the Knights of Ren got less cool.
It's kind of sad.
Yeah, I mean, I like that they pulled the imagery right out of The Force Awakens. Like,
Sure.
look at him, he's assassinating somebody, he's bad. Like, the
Well,
panels...
we thought something cool was happening there. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, Rey is seeing this in a vision. Like, it's implied like they're up to something important to her and the bigger story.
It's just
but no.
showing a dark moment for Kylo Ren when he's assassinating somebody.
Okay.
I mean, one of the panels is pretty gruesome. The Knights of Ren are all, like, having a drink at some cantina somewhere, and Kylo's sitting off to himself doing his broody dark thing. The next panel, they're like, yeah, he was never really the life of the party, but sometimes things got dark. And the next panel is like he and the knights are standing amongst like a sea of bodies of the people who are at the cantina.
Yeah, that was wasn't that straight from the movie as well? Because if you look in the movie Force Awakens, like they're like standing in a sea of bodies. Is it the same thing?
I don't
I haven't read it yet.
these two at the same time.
I'll have to read it and then I'll post some images if I
Cool.
feel so inclined to include them, which I will. I'm just
I just thought, because I think this issue and the next issue are supposed to be about Knights of Ren stuff, and I wanted them to be made better, not worse.
Well, like I said, they're not like new. They've been covered before,
Mm-hmm.
a few other things. So even back during not War of the Bounty Hunters, the other one that came with the Crimson Reign stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I want to talk about something else that I found that was really cool. Recently, the Sphere, the Las Vegas Sphere.
The big
The Sphere.
theater thing. Yeah.
Yes. Recently, they did a rerun of The Wizard of Oz.
Didn't we talk about that?
Yes, but
Okay.
I'm talking about it for a reason. On Sunday, Bloomberg reported that James Dolan, who is the chief executive of the Sphere, is in talks with the Walt Disney Company to play a few other titles that they have in their catalog, including Star Wars.
Okay.
They want to put Star Wars in the Sphere. The Sphere did really well. It sold 200,000 tickets in a few weeks. Recently, the Sphere was just like a concert venue, but it got huge profit from putting the movie in there. Because when bands perform in the Sphere, like when Backstreet Boys was there or U2, the band gets more than half of the ticket price. When the Wizard of Oz was there, they get to keep 70% of
Okay.
the revenue,
It's all
according
about
to
money,
research and stuff. But don't get me wrong, the Wizard of Oz was not free of controversy. You did
No,
hear
it
about
wasn't.
some of the
Yeah.
stuff, right? First off, the movie was trimmed down to 70
Yeah.
minutes, and it was retooled with AI for a modern audience.
Yep. Yeah, I covered this, or we covered this in a video, didn't we?
Well, we didn't talk about the retooling and what they all did to it.
Oh, maybe that was my channel. I don't
mean,
even remember anymore. That's
when
kind
they-
of sad.
When they were adding fuel to the fire, apparently Dolan and Warner Brothers Discovery's CEO admitted they were digitally inserted into the movie themselves. Like,
Oh.
you can find them in a crowd somewhere. They're in the movie.
Are they some of the Munchkins?
I'm sure that's not the case, because they
That's-
would get even more
I would.
anger.
I would be the extra tall Munchkin.
But
the
all the
6'4"
controversy
Munchkin.
now
Yeah.
with The Wizard of Oz would make people maybe hesitant to see Star Wars in there, because I don't want to see James Dolan in...
No.
Right.
Aren't you a little short for a...
No, he's not.
Sorry.
But it would be really interesting. Let's not forget, New Hope is having a big anniversary coming up, right?
Is it?
The 50th, perhaps? To
no big
see
deal.
that in the Sphere could be a really, really cool experience. A lot of it depends on, of course, what contracts and red tape are drawn. Disney's obviously going to tell them what they can and cannot change. The films
Yeah.
belong to them.
Well, that might be
As
even
well
in the
as-
George Lucas department.
Yes,
Yeah.
that very well could be rules that George Lucas has laid down that they can't digitally
I'm
insert
100%.
the...
Yeah, I'm 100%
Bob Iger's
sure.
like, you can have it, but I get
Yeah,
I get
wanna
to be a rebel
Luke.
pilot.
No, I'm
He's
100%.
Luke.
Yes, little tweak there. But no, I'm
Little tweak.
100% sure that Lucas has stipulations in the contract
Mm-hmm.
where they can't do what they want with his original 6 films.
All right, but I thought all that was rather interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'd be tempted to go see Star Wars if I could see Star Wars in the Sphere. That sounds
As long as
amazing.
it's like real Star Wars, I don't need tweaks and AI changes.
I agree with that 100%.
All right, well, that is going to be all we got for you this time. Your turn. Take to the comments below. Tell us what you think of any and all of today's news. Did the Knights of Ren get less cool? Would you go see Star Wars in the Sphere? Whatever the case may be, leave your comments below. Let's talk some Star Wars. And until next time, thanks for watching.